Hi guys, Sean Blue here. Shout out to all my Blue Jays out there. This is the 20th year anniversary of 9/11. So 20 years ago is when 9/11 happened. I'm 34 now. I was 14 at the time when it happened. I remember I was in 8th grade at the time. And I remember waking up like any other day because in my bedroom I woke up, walked to the living room, getting ready to have breakfast. It was a weekday, and on weekdays, I usually just have like cereal or like a banana or something like that. But for some reason, my mom was making me like scrambled eggs and bacon, not because of what just happened, but she just decided to do that for me, kind of like a surprise. And so like that stuck out to me. I'm like, oh, cool, good, like a real like nice little breakfast instead of just a banana. And I sat down and I saw that the news was on, and I saw that a lot of people are talking. They look kind of like panic, and I saw like smoke and like all this like crazy stuff. And usually when I walked into the living room, I would see like the news is on, then I would change and I put on some whatever cartoons that were on during that time. But I kind of picked up that this was something serious. This was something different. So I just kept it on. And I was looking at it for like a few minutes. Then my mom walked in with my breakfast, and she's like, "Oh yeah, did you see this?" And I'm like, well, "Yeah, what's going on?" I just decided to keep it on, and she said like, "Oh, like someone knocked down the trade towers," and I'm like, "Well, what are those? Like the twin towers and stuff like that?" And from New York City, someone crashed a plane into them. And I think I said like what, like purposely, like the conversation went like on like that someone purposely crashed a plane into those buildings. And we were just talking about it. I was getting ready for the day and stuff like that. I remember me and my mom were listening to the car radio when she drove me to school, and nobody knew what to think. Like we're like, who would do this? Did Japan do this? What's going on? And then I got to school, and I remember getting to school, and there was this one teacher that me and the rest of the kids did not like because she was kind of mean and stuff like that. And I just remember her crying and stuff, and just talking about it, and throughout the whole day was really interesting like that because we all like everyone was talking about it, everyone was being serious about it, the teachers were talking to us about it. I remember this one class, there's this one kid who was Sikh, he was Indian, and he had like the whatever they wear and stuff on his head. And um and uh, and I remember like he asked a question in class, and like like multiple kids like kind of like looked at him and like kind of like snapped at him because I think what everyone was a little bit on edge. And I remember like them probably thinking like, oh, the guys that did this look like him. I don't know, but I guess remember a few black kids and a few white kids like they all snapped at him at once. And I was thinking, and this was a nice kid too. I like that Indian kid. I forgot his name, but he was a nice kid. But I just remember that, and that's all that really stuck out to me for the day. But that was quite a bit, and I can't remember what the day what like that was like that after. But other than like it was being talked about. We were figuring out more what was going on. I remember, like just like it was all over the news. It was crazy times. It was interesting times to be alive. It was interesting times to be a 14-year-old kid. I wasn't like a lot of it, like there's a lot of people that are alive today that weren't even alive during this. But I wasn't like a little baby like a 2-year-old, nor was I like 34 at the time. I was just like a kid that understood, old enough to understand what was going on, but still just kind of like a kid. So it was interesting times.